Yeah, why don't we start off this discussion talking about the slow motion? I
Oh my
usually,
god.
I usually like his slow motion. I think that's his signature, like J.J. Abrams with his lens flares. So I don't really have an issue with and Michael Bay's explosions. But,
Based,
but,
Who's Michael Bay?
the greatest director ever. Do your research.
Okay.
mm,
Mm.
um, but,
Based.
but there's even I noticed there's slow motion where it doesn't even need to be there. At least in my opinion, here's how I think he should utilize slow motion. He needs to utilize slow motion if he wants to emphasize the impact of an attack or emphasize the movement of a character flipping or jumping or whatever. He's just using slow motion when somebody's just midway running or throwing seeds on the ground. Or
There could
the
be
part-
it
I
could be
rewatched
an
the
emphasis
scene.
on the run.
Makes
Why
sense.
he's doing it for the running. There could be emphasis on that. What
The
I
sequel
found
looked good
with
because it was like, oh shit, the Empire.
what I found with the
the
slow
I mean,
mothership.
what I found with the slow motion is that sometimes I don't think the desired effect paid off. For example, in the bar fight, I think when you cut between two slow motion shots, sometimes like the whole idea is slow motion is supposed to put you in a zone where you're like, you know what's going on. That's why I'm going to be a badass. This is how I see what's going on right now. This is how I'm going to be able to get the up. Sorry, what happened, Brucifer? Are you going to vomit? What happened, Brucifer?
Yeah, do it. Yeah, the slow motion. You slow motion drinking water.
Oh my God, that's good. Took me a while. Yeah, actually, let's do that while I'm explaining this. Like in the bar fight, I think if you look at someone like John Woo, he'll mix cuts between slow motion and 24 frames a second, right? And I think that's what DL means in terms of like giving impact to the slow motion aspect. But when you're doing nothing but slow motion, like in the bar fight, I think the effect is a little more comical because what ends up happening is that everyone looks really slow. You're not really getting the same type of visceral feeling. It's just like, okay, now she has to do this in slow motion. Now the guy's going to get hit. And then what ends up happening is that you cut to a guy getting like hit and he's just in the air already in slow motion. And it's kind of funny because, you know, there was several parts in the action scenes where it's like, it actually looks really funny because they're cutting in slow motion. Like exactly what Brucifer's doing right now. Bar fight.
Bro, hold on. Like the part where they were, I can
Mario
the
hat.
part the most. Oh, the Mario hat. Okay, so the part when who was that dude that was riding that giant griffin? Like I keep calling him Tarzan because he gives off Tarzan vibes. He
Hold
looks
on,
like Tarzan.
I got the
Buckbeak? He was riding Buckbeak?
Tarak.
Tarek.
If you
Tarak.
put a
This
if you
is
put a
Tarak.
Z and an N, that's
He's
Tarzan.
got my back.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
Okay,
Face
so with
Tarzan.
him, he when he's like running, like he jumps, like you get a slow mo, and then he just slow mo like double slow mo like this 0.5.
slow-mo.
Like I'm like that's what? That's not how you. I don't mind slow mo. That's just too much.
That's not how you
just
slow mo.
Or it's
And
like
he's-
when they're doing slow motion, like they would slow it down and then speed the footage and then slow
Crank
down
it.
and then speed the footage and
This is-
slow down. Like no.
Crank
this
that.
is the stuff that people parody. This is the kind of stuff that people parody in these things. This is a like dark, serious, like everybody's just shooting,
I think that
burning
sometimes it's
alive,
funny.
and
That's
all
why it
this
looks funny.
dark stuff, and they're just doing these slow mo's. It's like, oh yeah, hold up. I got a
Oh,
jacket.
from now on,
Here's a
I will
jacket.
be known as Brorio. What's good?
Oh no.
Watch.
No,
Look.
Bruyo.
Brorio.
See, look, I got a jacket. I'm gonna put it on a jacket like this.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Rebel Moon broke
This-
people, Max.
Hold on.
Broke these kids. Look,
4 scenes with slow motion. Come
look
on.
what you're doing to these kids, Snyder.
4 scenes of slow motion.
Look what you're doing to these kids. They're slow-moing
being
everything
so
now.
hyperbolic here.
That's
I
not how
swear,
you do slow mo.
These kids can't stop slow
They
moing.
dropped
Snyder, do
the
something.
seeds when the mothership got
Go back
there,
to handheld like Man of Steel,
out
Snyder.
of the space vagina.
Mags. Time
What?
to wake up, Mags.
Oh God,
Watch him like just.
Homer humor.
He's turning Lynchian.
but yeah, man, like it I felt like it was a bit excessive. Like good uses like I go back to stuff like Watchmen. Like I think that the use of slow motion in that was really good. Like it felt like he was trying to emulate comic panels and stuff like that. So it actually had more of a purpose there. Like even something as simple as like in BVS in the opening scene where you see Bruce's parents get killed for the 67th time. Like even seeing like the pearls fall and stuff like that. Like that was done beautifully. 300 when they're doing the action scenes, they just not just putting slow motion for no reason. Once again, emphasizing the impact of attacks and emphasizing the movement of their choreography. Like there was a purpose there. It doesn't feel like there was a purpose with him doing slow motion. It feels like he has a slow motion button and he's just pressing it every 15 seconds.
God.
Like that's what it feels like. I don't know.
You know what?
man.
I think
Pretty cool, if that's
Netflix.
true.
I have a feeling. I don't know. I don't know what. I'm just being stupid. I have a feeling that Netflix is kind of saving us. What if the director's cut was? I think we're watching just the entire film, and the director's cut is the same film, but it's just 4 hours and just the slow mo 0.2.
I'm gonna leave now. What the hell, Blue Jay? The
I hope
director
it's.
cut is
I
more
really hope it's not
slow-mo.
that. I really hope it's not that.
No,
Once again,
I'm
he
just
said
being
completely different movie. He said
not a
completely
vagina.
different movie.
it does look
Thank
like
you.
a
I
vagina.
think it's the movie. I think it's.
That's
I
what I'm
think we're
saying.
watching
Zach
the
was like
original.
memeing on us. I think there's a lot of
I
parts.
think
that are
we're
really
watching
funny.
the original movie, and then the extended 3 hour cut is the whole movie in slow mo.
Oh my gosh! All right, moving on.
Any thoughts on the vagina portal?
He did that on purpose.
All right,
See,
we'll
y'all
move
had
away-
to
move
make
away
it.
from
Y'all had
that.
to made it perverted, man.
Y'all had to
Oh
mate
yeah,
it. I didn't
mean,
mate
who
with
did-
anything.
Oh no.